Hello and welcome to Settlement 2. We had just completed our first settlement here. Nothing too fancy, but we're setting up for attempting to hit these modifiers as we head down this way. And we revealed an ancient battleground, but more importantly, we revealed an event here, which is the Gambler. And I don't believe that I have done the Gambler event yet. I think it's one of the newer ones. And I don't need the steel fragments, but getting pottery is really interesting. And boots too. The boots less so, but probably still kind of useful because it's effectively, it's like Harpies starting with coats. You'd have permanent boots. So anytime you had a species that favored boots, it would give you a little extra flexibility. But the pottery for pickle goods on every future settlement is a really enticing option, or really anything that would need pottery. So, eventually, wine or ale, tea. So I think we will definitely do this one. And it is on the Ashen Thicket. And we have 8 beavers and humans, 9 foxes, or 11 foxes and harpies. And I had taken a look at this at the end of the last video, and I think, I think one avenue is definitely for this particular condition, because what it says is that a random species is favored. So you don't control your favoring, I assume, and instead you always have one species favored and it's randomly selected, so you can't protect your weak species and so on and so forth. So in that sense, going humans beavers makes a lot of sense because they have a much higher base starting resolve threshold, and so even if, say, humans got favored, beavers would not fall below the threshold out of the gate, right? Versus if we went foxes and harpies, one risk is that both of them start at level 5, and we can get them up to level 8 with housing hopefully pretty quickly. But if one of them is immediately favored, in particular if it's foxes, because foxes have a little bit more wiggle room there with the hostility, not affecting them. So foxes gets favored, harpies are immediately hitting 0. And so getting housing up would be critical. So in that sense, going humans beavers certainly feels like a pretty logical option. However, when I think about it a little bit more, there's a couple things here that work on our favor, specifically in these caravans. Because this harpy caravan embarks with jerky. So with only 2 harpies, and maybe I could get up to 4, that would give them a pretty decent duration of time where they could get the resolve from the jerky, and that would protect them from the drop in resolve if they happen to be the one that wasn't favored. But then we still have the foxes, because even though hostility doesn't affect them, they will start out at 5. However, foxes, along with frogs, are the only 2 species that we can guarantee to hit their comfort specialization from the get-go. We can throw 3 foxes into a woodcutting camp, and they will get the comfort specialization. So if I take, I have 7 of them, so if I get 2 lumber camps going and I put 6 foxes into my lumber camps chopping like I normally would, they would all get the comfort specialization. And that actually is kind of interesting because that means that I would have a lot more flexibility with both of these species, having a quick boost in resolve at the beginning, and then also be able to take the additional people. And both foxes and harpies are species that I would tend to like to have. They both will be easier to push resolve with. Foxes are better at doing the Glade events, and the harpies will give me my carrying specialty. And then the other thing about harpies that I, don't even need to hit on yet was that they also bring coats. So with the few harpies that we are starting with, I can also just enable coats for them, and that would also give them plenty of resolve threshold here to protect them. Since foxes take boots, they don't have the same protection. But on the plus side, foxes do get skewers, which between the two of them, skewers is the one recipe that I could guarantee I can make out of the gate. I can embark with, unfortunately, expensive vegetable and meat, or I could do eggs and roots, I guess, and meat, and be able to make skewers for my foxes, also immediately protecting them. If we look at humans and beavers, while they have a higher baseline resolve threshold, and that would probably protect them, humans more so, the beavers still only start at 10. If they were not favored, they'd drop to 5. If I hit 2 hostility, they'd drop to 1. So the beavers will be the slightly harder people to protect here. And both of them have somewhat challenging needs to fulfill. I can't fulfill porridge without hitting a blueprint. Biscuits are going to require me to get flour, and I can't. And pie requires both a blueprint and flour. And beavers need biscuits, so they need flour as well, and then pickle goods, which will need containers. And ironically enough, if we succeed at this, we will get containers going forward. But out of the gate right here, there's no guarantee that we'll be able to get containers and get easy resolve for them quickly. So given all of that, even though on the surface, and I still think humans beavers could be a valid choice here, if this had more people, that might tip the scale in this favor, if they had equal quantities of people or whatnot. But given that we're getting more people from this caravan, and we're getting the jerky, we're getting the coats, we can hit the fox comfort specialization. I actually think going with the fox harpy route kind of makes sense here. We have mushrooms that the harpies can help us with, and we'll have access to leather potentially, which would help us with coats, salt, which will let us hit paste, and so on. So I think that makes a lot of sense, hopefully. So with that said, if we go with this fox harpy caravan, we grab our extra people, we grab at least the meat, and we have extra meat there, and we actually have fish. So all of those would mean that we could hit like 90 or 56, 98 meat or like meat side skewerables. So maybe we take all the foods there. And that would mean that we could create plenty of skewers for our foxes and try to solve our food situation early on. And then we're gonna have clay. So we could just take early planks. Don't mind that. Or stone to be able to open some caches early. I also don't mind that. I'm thinking early wood actually makes a lot of sense. Now, the struggle with that is that we're wasting a point. But early planks actually could make sense because then we could jump straight to, if nothing else, we could jump straight to big shelters. That will get more shelters up faster. And get the housing situation resolved quickly for them. So I think that could make sense. So why don't we go that route? Yeah, okay. Let's do this one. So we're doing the Gambler with Fox Harpy. Let's see how this goes. All right, so we did get a little bit rough because we got lizards too. And we did instantly, and it looks like lizards are favored. Yeah, lizards are favored. So favoring is blocked. Lizards got favored, and as predicted, they both fell immediately. Now, plus side. Jerky's going to kick in, and my Harpies will be fine. I could also leave the coats online, although that might be overkill. They'll give me 5. The Jerky will give me 4, so they'll be at 9. Housing will get them to 12. Ideally, I want my foxes to get favored because I have the most of them, and I should be able to push some early resolve with them. Alright, so let's take a look at our blueprints first. Alright, so we can do brick pottery. Which has a lot of upside for us. We do have clay in our starting glade. This will give us super efficient bricks, which bricks can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. But more importantly, it gives us access to pottery. So out of the gate, we would be able to do pickle goods if we wanted to, or at least we could secure access to pickle goods. And pickle goods are quite good because both my foxes and my lizards like them, and they give the massive 8 bonus. Now skewers also are liked by both my lizards and my foxes. So getting skewers online would be good as well. Conversely, we could take the carpenter, which is also pretty enticing, getting more efficient planks and having access to tools. Those are both things that be quite good. On this map, we do have copper mining potentially, as well as getting a pretty decent amount of copper from clay. So if we can secure a bar building, a copper bar building, then we could easily make tools. But in this situation, I think Brickyard makes a ton of sense here because this will allow us to give the flexibility to do pickle goods, and we do have also roots in our starting glade, which is a pickleable resource. So if skewers tap out for us, we can rely at least on pickle goods for a short while here. I think I'm going to go Brickyard here. All right. All right. So then we're following it up with either a supplier or a smithy. Still giving us access to that tools. This is a pretty good building for us. More efficient pipes also, if we can get that bar recipe. However, supplier also is fairly enticing. We don't have a ton of, we really only have pie as a potential flower avenue, but yet having it as an option would mean that we could, use that if we wanted to. But the more efficient planks is kind of the draw here. It's always better if we can offload planks to something else that is more efficient. So I lean towards going ahead with the supplier this early. The thing is that if I knew for sure I was going to have bars available, I could certainly make a case for going smithy. But building materials early on is just going to be so much more it's going to be so much more helpful if we can solve planks. And it gives us another avenue for a container, because there is, I believe, yes, there's leather on this map. So if for some reason we're striking out as far as more clay is concerned, we could pivot to leather, water skins. So that gives us some flexibility there. So let's grab the supplier. So I like that we've gotten bricks and planks as sort of a good starting point here. Looking at our setup here, we do have a Drizzle geyser right here, which is fantastic. You'd love to see it. One of the reasons I love having boxes. Otherwise, we have 4 glades sort of connected to us here. Or we could just go in this general direction. Hit the 3 glades over here. Maybe set up another hearth somewhere over here, and then hit this glade. And we could even come down to that one. So maybe because going this direction, we just have the 2 here. Before we get sort of boxed in, you can kind of hit up here, but it probably more. Yeah, I think there's between the Drizzle guys over here and having these 4 glades nice and clustered, I think we go ahead and chop in this direction. I think we do this one as our first glade just so we can secure that Drizzle geyser. So let's snag a woodcutter camp, and we'll have that go that way, and we'll pull this one down and have it go this way. We will go ahead and get our rain collector online. And we will get our trading post online. And then let's throw down some roads. Actually, we'll go ahead and do the makeshift post as well. So let's do rain as 5, woodcut as 5, woodcutter as 5, trading post is 4, actually 3. We'll do makeshift post as 4. And then we'll lay down our pass. We'll finish off with a crude, and then we'll need to work on getting our 2 other buildings online. Both of these take planks, so I should rush housing, but I don't necessarily have to. Because once these woodcutters come online, I can throw my foxes in there and they'll be solved, and the jerky will bring my harpies up. But in a way I kind of do, because even with jerky online, they'll give me +4. But then once I hit level 1, or once I hit level 2 hostility, it's going to bring back down to 0. Now, if I leave coats enabled, then my harpies are fine. And then I'll be working on getting skewers up, so that will make my lizards and my foxes happy. The trick with the harpies is we'll need to... I'm only covered for them for so long because these resources will run out. Now, having 4 harpies means that I have a little bit of time, because it's going to take so many years for them. I mean, this jerky... Well, actually... Yeah, so maybe I disable jerky for lizards for now. Lizards fall so slowly too that I should be able to re-enable it for them once they're unfavored. Okay. So if I look at it, supplier would be ideal to get up, and that only takes 8 planks. And then if I do big shelters, these take 6. So I did 2 big shelters. It's 12 plus 8 gets me to 20. So I could do all of that just fine with what I have. So I think I will. So I'll prioritize, because once I have these shelters online, that will give me a little bit more breathing room here. So let's do that. All right. Do I want to consumption anything else? So let's consumption. We'll do eggs initially. We might be able to avoid... oh, that's the other thing, is I should do... Okay, so that's another thing I need to think about. Ill Kitchen takes 3. Let's move makeshift over here. Throw down the field kitchen. We'll make that a level 5 as well. We'll make this a level 1. Okay. Yeah, so we'll need to make, I think, 2 planks or something like that in the crude in order for us to build our supplier. We'll need to get ourselves a little room anyway, so... And we'll work on cutting up towards this direction. Although maybe we'll have them clear that first. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's go. Man, everyone kicked into business before getting their first break-in? Question mark? There we go. Alright. Alright, so the housing coming up actually. I guess let's... I thought people took... I guess we don't take our first break until... Okay, yeah. I forgot. Ooh. I had this last game too. That is actually That actually changes. That's funny. This is such a strong purple cornerstone in the right circumstances. Like in my case, having foxes and lizards means they double like pickle goods and skewers. So basically what I should do is actually produce a relatively minimal number of skewers and then try to save. And I mean, I have access to roots up here, so yeah, that actually is really fantastic. So we're gonna grab that. Okay, so we will quickly want to get our brickyard online and move towards that. All right, I think I will be okay. Not. This is rough. So I need to. Okay. Okay. So I gotta wait until they take their first break, unfortunately. Alright. So we're gonna throw the 2 lizards in here for now. We will make the skewers. Actually prioritize the fish first. Because the fish I can't make jerky out of. I can get something for jerky. And then we will prioritize the roots first, I guess. Because they'll match up just fine there. Connect the pipes. We could actually throw... Actually, maybe that's how we do it. We throw 2 harpies in here. Once this comes online, I can tweak this one up too. Oh no, I don't want you guys to start yet. Shoot. Alright, we want to get at least a little bit of water so we ensure we hit our crit. Or, you know, we can proc our crit. There we go. Alright, so now... There we go. Alright, so that one... That will let me set my woodcutters. Okay, perfect. And then I'll need a little bit more wood finally, and then I can finish building what I need to. Somehow... Okay, so what I should do also, throw one of you in there. We'll make some packs of provisions so that when this comes online, we'll be able to potentially get something. A nice double proc there. Alright. So trade route wise, what do we have? Well, we can burn our bricks. I'm not a fan of that. It's not even worth it. So we're still looking. Guess if I hadn't used the roots, I could have gotten maybe 4 out of that. Alright, so pop you back out. Let's make... I think I needed 8. Yeah, so let's make 8. Planks. It's fine. And we'll also want to get a additional shelter online. And then our good old trusty park. Consumption control the eggs off. We'll be able to eat the skewers. Actually, we can disable jerky entirely. Much so they're getting it from this, I guess, right? I probably want to tick that back down. Okay, so both jerky and coats wouldn't sustain if I took it away. Although, once that house gets online, I'll be just barely okay. Okay. Okay, so now my harpies are favored. So that's not bad. So I can actually disable those now. So we'll disable coats as well. So okay, so then skewers for my foxes and lizards will keep them happy. And what I should do is get a stonecutter camp online. Also, so I can start trying to make that containers and pickle goods. Alright, that should give me what I need, right? Yeah, so we're gonna pop you guys out. The only downside here is I'm kind of space constrained off the get-go here. Have you guys go that way. Get our paths up here. And we will build our supplier right here. That will give me my more efficient planks. So go to 10 there, and then we'll want to work towards our brickyard. Thinking let's actually do this. I think we might just have to put the brickyard over here for now. Alright, and let's see, trader wise, we could do meat. We could do, oh, this is good. I do like that. I would need to do maybe, honestly, that's a really good, actually, I guess it's just 2 per. Sometimes you can get this up to 3 per, which is, but. So maybe I take the 12 here, so just make one more set of pack. So I can do that. I think I saved, well, I guess I could do, since I'm going to be getting the skewers for free going forward, Maybe I do another 6 there. Yeah. This would give me 18 total. 20 for what I'm doing. Alright, that's good. Alright. Let's have you guys go this way a little bit. Alright. Oop, oh, we should get those up too. Alright, so we're gonna do this one. And then have you guys make me another set to get me back up to 6. Let's see, skewers wise. Alright, so you're gonna give me one more proc. Okay. Let's get a couple of y'all in here getting me, well, alright, I can pop you out. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I'll pop you out. I might need to get more, just depends on how quickly I can get these containers up. Why? I thought I had a nut. Are you transporting it now? Yeah, okay. Oh, and let's do these. Alright, so we can fulfill your villager's need for coats 20 times. So that one will happen naturally. I think we'll probably have already gotten credit for some of that. Which will give me +2 to coats. Not super important. My Harpies are the only ones that needs coat. 10 fabric, 3 parts. Or we can burn at least 6 blight rot cysts. Gives me villagers, more parts, vegetables. Both of these will happen naturally. This one will take probably a little long. Well, I guess it depends on if I need to have my coats enabled or not. I mean, I could enable it just to hit this, but then, you know. So arguably, I think I like the idea of getting the people and the parts. I'll grab that one. Complete any 2 dangerous or forbidden glade events. We're about to cut through. So if we cut through here and it's an easy one, we could cut another one at the beginning of the next drizzle. We should be able to do that pretty easily. It would give me access to dye and boots, which is kind of appealing. Free fuel. This would accelerate me to some extent, but okay. Other options, we could do the 15 salt, which I probably will be able to hit, and I mean, getting salt wouldn't be a bad thing because that will help me for paste. It could help me for jerky. So that's an option. Alternatively, we can just complete any 3 trade routes and deliver packs of crops, which both of these are things we should be able to do. We should have, well, 2 trade routes anyway, which reminds me, all right, we're still waiting on that. And then the 5 packs of crops we're going to have, we have stuff we could do it with now, and we can get more routes. So all of these seem pretty viable. This one seems kind of interesting just because you give me the +2 to boots, and I have 2 species that need boots, and it gives me the cobbler, which means I can make said boots. Plus it gives me access to dye, which will potentially be necessary for doing coats and or paste. And the free fuel is kind of nice. We're going to have 6 minutes. I guess it's kind of good I waited a little bit longer to open this. Because we'll have 6 minutes to get to next Drizzle. So that means that would give me 9 minutes to open another Glade and complete the event, which is totally doable, especially with foxes. Let's do this one. Getting a building is always nice, particularly if it's one that synergizes well with you. All of these are viable. I mean, extra people would be really nice here. Only downside to this one is it consumes a little bit of my food. This one would be a little bit RNG oriented. I'm sure we will get salt at some point. And worst case scenario, we could buy it. And that would give us extra parts here, which is nice. But I like the idea of getting a building here. Let's try this one. Alright. This one's kind of a freebie. Let's take the freebie. That gives me leather that I could use on boots once I get that one done. More fuel, so we'll actually be in pretty good shape for fuel. Don't really need this since we have Harpies. Materials are always nice, but I mean, I don't tend to like rushing to 5 Glades too quickly, which this sort of encourages you to do. This one will happen naturally and give me 2 people in the process, so I'll take that. Alright, so we have our marching orders. This one will be done on its own. This one will need to prioritize cutting 2 Glades, so we'll kind of rush 2 Glades here. 2 dangerous Glades. Because we have to actually complete the events. And this will happen naturally once we get, worst case scenario, year 3 storm, so. Okay, so we need you all. Oh, that helps too, actually. Come in here and make me more planks. Did you guys? Yes. All right, so we're gonna get another 6 here. All right, so we'll be at 18. That'll give us a little bit of flexibility too going into these Glade events. Actually thinking I should move you all. Now that I have this opened up, I'll move you over here. Because I like to save a spot right here for my blight post. Keeps making it and accessing it for the cluster of things around here that will have the blight sys on them. Pretty good. Nice and efficient there. So, alright, so let's go ahead and trigger a cut here. And then we'll be able to trigger a cut here follow up on that. So, right, so you're going to make me a few more packs. That's fine. Okay. All right. We'll look at that. This one is kind of a... Actually, no, this is a different one. All right. -6 for every 10 amber. Can't really do this one. So I might just have to do this one. Problem with this one is that the well, I will have to pay Amber here, and I have time. This will complete first. And then I can pay the glade opening with this. This one will complete halfway through the storm. So I think I just sit on it and wait till after the storm. Completes. Let's see what else we got in here. So we have a lot of coal, so fuel should be no problem for us. You get that online. We have obviously our Drizzle geyser we knew about. And we also have a ton of algae ponds. 2 of these we can't do anything with right now, since we only have the small fishing hut. But this one would be viable if we wanted to. And that would give us what we need. With the algae, we can make fabric with it. We could use it in flour if we needed to. So wouldn't be a bad idea, but we also did get a flax field here, so that we could also use for fabric. Got a cache here. Not the most exciting resources. Not terrible by any stretch, but some oil could come in handy for certain Glade events. Arguably, not that one. Okay. And then we have an encampment if we wanted to get more people here. So, or amber. Well, we don't want to get amber yet when we're going to be doing this one, so. Okay. That one's not bad, actually. We know we just need to make the materials to do this and then watch our amber count so we can call the trader and get below it. I'm thinking maybe we'll use bricks for this, although I do want to get... I don't want to use this to make the pottery as quick as possible. The problem is that 30 planks, that's 15 procs of this, 75 wood. I don't even have enough wood to do that right now. But I'll be continuing to get it. Should have more people in here doing wood. Alright. Okay, well. This can come after the storm. And we can manage the resolve hit from this. So that means we should be able to go ahead and pop another Glade, to be honest. Now, going into the storm, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I think we're going to have to use... We're going to have to use bricks for this one. Because we're going to be going into the storm here. We can't control who's going to get favored. My lizards are going to be the most finicky, although I could throw one lizard into the hearth. I guess lizards are the other one that you can... on top of frogs, because frogs can go into the rain collector. The foxes, you have the woodcutter camps. And then lizards, you have just the hearth at first, although you could also get the blight post online, and the blight post would give that too for lizards. So I guess lizards also, you have a lot of default comfort options. So do I go ahead and cut this? I know I can control this here. I guess if I cut this, I'll already know what I'm dealing with. The downside is that my hostility will hit 43. If I drop to level 1, I'll need an 8 swing. Probably want to enable, given that I don't know who will be favored. Yeah, so these guys are favored. Given that I don't know who will be favored, do I preemptively? I also need to be careful because I don't want to run out of skewers, so I think I do. Go ahead and make a couple more here. Could use the meat and the vegetables. Need to start getting foragers online as well. Why did we suddenly? Oh no, wait, it's because if I cut it. Could wait till after the storm to cut, at which point I only need to drop 1 woodcutter. I think maybe that's the better play here. Although, if it's something I need to plan for, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. I only need enough planks to build this if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to use bricks for this. So I have to unset more woodcutters. I can do that. Okay. I want to do it all from the same camp, though. Maybe I just leave 1 camp online. Oof, okay. Another Drizzle geyser. Interesting. This reinforces my expectation that it's based on distance from hearth. Like, this one was right next to it, too. Although I guess there was wood here before, but there was wood here, too. Anyway. Alright, so we have a small fishing pond. More roots, which is good. We have fertile soil, which means if we get some farming buildings, we could go in that direction. And we have big mushrooms. So honestly, if we could get a large herbalist camp, that would be pretty nice. And then we have yet another encampment. So we have the option to get a lot of people if we wanted to. And then my old nemesis, the Fisherman's Cave. Alright, so I like the rewards on this, but the ability for me to do this is pretty unlikely. The only shot would be if I grabbed a trader and was able to buy training gear. Then I also have to deal with the totems, which I'm not a huge fan of. However, I will need to get the amber to be able to do this one. So I need to actually get, so maybe what I do is grab one of these for amber. I guess depending on what the storm reveals for me. Alright, I'm gonna pull all of you. I'm gonna have 2 of you go ahead and make me more skewers. Okay, I can use berries also, so I'm slowly accumulating berries. Okay. Alright, so my two options is I can buy training gear, but I'm gonna need amber to buy that much training gear anyway. Or I can I'll need to make enough skewers to do this one too. I mean, the bugs and the clay aren't the worst thing in the world. I would probably rather do this one. But dealing with those fisherman traps are a little bit annoying. But I think we would be able to handle it. I just don't think we would have the resources to pull it off. Who's coming? Fuel, tools, building materials. Yeah, so it's not going to be service goods. Alright, we'll have to see what trade routes we get. This would help with the amber here because, well, I'm going to have to pay off 2 glades anyway. I'm going to be left with 6. So in order to do this run, we need 9 more amber. So either I need to get a trade route with 9, or I need to pull one of these camps for amber, which I would need to use probably my meat for, maybe my eggs. I don't know. Okay, we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Trade routes in the storm. Jerky isn't gonna get me what I need. I don't think I can get what I need here. Alright, so I think that gives me the answer. I'm going to need to pull one of these. Do I care which one it is? Lizards, foxes, or lizards, harpies? I think my lizards and foxes, I'll have an easier time making happy. So if I'm gonna grab one for the people, I would probably grab this one. So why don't we send this one? So we're at level 1. My lizards got favored. So that means my harpies are about to have a bad time. So let's enable coats. And I think that will take care of it for me. It'll give me 8, so that'll take me to 11. Yeah. Okay, I'll have 2 payments at the end of the storm. We should have the amber by then. Alright. I am aware. Alright. I need 12 for that. Alright. So let me grab a fox. Have you guys come over here for that. And we got this one done. You need to be cognizant. I'll probably get 2 to 3 people. So 5 people. Let's worst case scenario 5. That'd be 30. That would send me slightly over. Plus it's going to drop me one level here, so we probably actually want to sit on this. Yeah. Alright. Are you going to get everything you need? Yeah, you should be fine. Okay, so this is going to be a little touch and go here. What does this one do? Impatience and amber wine. Okay. There we go. So we have what we need. Help you guys out. Because we managed to run out, actually, which is interesting. I don't entirely know. Normally, they can get by just fine. Alright, so we're going to disable skewers now. This should give me the carry through I need. Alright, so now we need... The question is, do I go ahead and pipe this building? I'm gonna prioritize bricks. We need 15 of those. Then I want you to keep me at 20 pottery. I already have 4. I need 11. That's gonna be 4, 8, 12. That'll be 3 cycles. That's a minute. So actually, we should be fine as is. Okay. So you will have the amber I need in 238. Alright, so we got plenty of clay. Okay, so I'm going to pop you out. Pull you up here to speed that up. Alright, so you guys are all done. We have enough skewers, I think, to carry us through. My goal next would be to do pickle goods. Wood containers. Alright, we can go ahead and grab these people, I think. Although at this point we can maybe double check if we get a cornerstone that would apply to them. Okay. So you guys are making me the bricks. Alright, so go ahead and deliver that. Alright, work safety or family gratitude? Family gratitude is quite good, generally speaking. I have access to 2 different container recipes already, however. I'm kind of inclined to fish for something a little bit better. Yeah, let's try. Alright, so those are gonna get paid. You guys are pulling that in now, so that one I will use over here. Oh, that's right, I need the skewers for that. Okay. Shoot. Alright, well, let's do a few things. Let's grab this, which will give me more people. Let's pick what one. Ooh, okay, these are kind of awful. I mean, I'm going to be able to get a lot of coal. Theoretically, I could cut enough wood. I could get some oil. I don't tend to like this one just because the problem is it's a time gated one also, though. Let me think about that. Any service category and deliver 40 ale. I can theoretically do this one. It's just I don't know that I need this benefit yet, but I have the soil. I could theoretically get. I mean, I guess let's see what this is. Okay, so I have an herb garden. I could get an herb garden or a plantation. Okay, maybe I go that route. So which one of these would I like? I have the fertile soil down here. Berries are pickleable. Alright, so I'm going to disable, or let's deprioritize bricks and do pottery now. Drop this back down to 10. And berries are pickleable. I'm going to get the free skewers. Berries can go into pie. Nothing applies to paste. I think the only thing would be porridge. I could use herbs in porridge. And then I would have roots. The problem with the roots is that it's just so few. Like it's a worse off overall thing. The roots I could use for flour in a pinch. Roots I can pickle. Actually, I don't know that does that. Well, no, herbs I can use in porridge. I can use herbs in pie, I believe. Or can I? Actually, I'm not sure about that. Yes, I can use herbs in pie. So pie is 3 meats, herbs, and berries. Biscuits are herbs, berries, but then roots, eggs, salt. Okay. So Alright, I mean, since we have it, let's just, because this would apply to any of them anyway, so let's pick that. And then we could do 35 coats. which I have exactly 35 right now. This is more in line with what I would like. Or I could have at least 10 Harpies and 22 Resolve, which would give me tea and wine. Wine doesn't do anything for me. Actually, I didn't do that when I first looked. Because we have skewer overlap, we have jerky overlap, and we have pickle good overlap. We kind of looked at that. We have porridge, paste, and pie as one-offs. But then we have treatment overlap. That's it. Treatment, and then we have religion, education, and brawling. So this would allow me to do treatment. Which I should theoretically be able to. I should hit 10 Harpies eventually. And I should be able to get them up to 120. Or sorry, 22. But it might actually be hard. Like anything that's resolve based, you're sort of RNGing on where the favoring land to, because if they're unfavored during both drizzle and clearance, you may not be able to hit that number anymore. So this might actually be a little bit more difficult and risky. The other trade-off is this one, like I am going to be sitting around waiting to get 10 Harpies even to try it. This one, I mean, I've been consistently using my coats, so I think +1 to fabric would be nice. Extra parts would be nice. Let's grab that. And it's already counted 15 of those, so we're good. Alright, once again, neither of these. Super interesting to me. Market shift plan is nice for having more options for trade routes. But not having traders right now is probably going to be a little bit. I mean, is it? I don't know. We will have what we need to do this one. Well, I may need to make some more skewers. How much time do I have? I mean, realistically, I want to get it going as quickly as possible. I should probably disable skewers. That's gonna cause problems for my lizards. Okay. I'm gonna re-roll it one more time. Okay, smuggler's visit, I will take. Generous rations is not bad either. I mean, it puts a huge strain on your food situation though, but that extra 5 resolve in this situation could be pretty strong. I think I just don't have food quite there yet, and so having all of my food eaten really fast is going to be an issue there. I could sit on this actually. I could not take it right now, I guess. I mean, let me sit on this choice for a second, because Smuggler's Visit would be really great too, because let me think about that. I could get a jerky building with it. I could get a better pickles good building with it. I'm already getting a cobbler. I can make paste if I wanted to. I guess a porridge building would be viable here. Um, so smuggler's visit. I mean, alternatively, I could do things like, you know, I could go explicitly for a treatment building or a brawling building. And pickle goods and skewers together are going to mean that my lizards should be fine. And if I got a jerky building, all the better. Problem with jerky is I don't have a sustainable way to keep it going. On this map in particular, we don't really have jerkyable resources. So I'm either going to need to get it from caches potentially, or a ranch, or some other source. Okay. Alright, so people-wise, alright, so I can take 3 more lizards. Or I could take a harpy and a box. I think I mean, I guess I just take the 3 lizards here. Not only that, it gives me 3 pottery, so that sort of jumpstarts me being able to make pickle goods. And it gives me some berries, which is something I can pickle. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna have you guys flippity flip flop. Let me get a smidge of. I have a second here. If I had to, I could throw a lizard into the hearth. You guys are gonna pay here. Maybe I take this one. Problem is, if I get it in too quickly, it's gonna mess up my other thing. And you guys should be pulling this in 28 seconds, so then I can do this one with the skewers. It's a little touch and go here. Can I make... I really can't. Oh no, I can't. I've yeah, the meat is actually the problem here. I did sell off some of my meat. Shoot. Alright, so I could do like one more proc of skewers here. Or I could dip into my jerky. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's consumption control jerky on for lizards. And disable skewers for everyone. And then we have one pottery here. Let's throw a couple lizards in here. Have you guys make me a proc of pickle goods. And then we're going to get more of that over here. Alright, we got a trader in, but we realistically can't do anything here. I'm gonna prioritize. We'll have you guys make that last proc of skewers too. Yeah. So that we can re-enable it once we are sure we can get this one done. Okay. So you guys will be done with that in just a second. Okay. All right, so there we go. So we have what we need here. We're gonna have you guys run over here and do this one. And we might be hit briefly here. Actually, do I need to actually take it back? Take it back, guys. Let's wait just a second so that you guys can pull this amber back. And then we can then start this one. Boxes are starting. Okay. I don't have anyone. Oh no, I do have some people doing this. Okay, good, good, good. You pulled a ton of resources. I think I can. I don't like doing this, but I believe I can handle a smidge of hunger on my foxes. But I do need to watch out for this. Alright. So you guys bring that back. Okay. So now you guys are going to come over here. We're going to grab these skewers and that amber. And we're going to start investigating that one. Perfect. Now you guys can start doing this one. Think we'll be okay. Alright, so now we're going to unconsumption control skewers. Reconsumption control jerky. Everyone can eat my pickle goods because you guys are now making me plenty of containers. And we have enough pickleables here to sustain us for a second. So there's that. Okay. Okay, so I think we will be able to manage this. Now the only thing is I'm going to need to handle these. Oh no, I did the left one. Okay, we're good. We're good. I don't think he would have had training gear either. Alright, so we got 506 on that one. 529 on that one, which doesn't really matter though, because as long as it's done in time, which we're close there. Actually on this one, okay, yeah, we're good here. Okay, we're good. Alright. Alright, so now... you guys will continue to make me pickle goods for the moment. You guys will let me sustain pickle goods combined with the what we're getting from the trees here. So now I need to look towards the future. What does that look like? So we're going to need to get our blight post online, which is going to involve a few more planks and a few more bricks. I'm gonna need someone to come over here and make me some planks. Thank you. And yeah, I think we're good otherwise. Now, order-wise, we're gonna complete this one. Okay, 646. Yeah, so we should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. All right, so we will complete this one. This one will happen somewhat naturally. Oh, I should have consumption control coats now too. Although I might need to swap it if in a minute, but okay. So this one will happen at some point naturally. This one will need to actively make the packs of crops for, which will probably involve getting enough roots. Fortunately, we have plenty of roots available. What else can I use to make packs of crops? Vegetable, mushroom, okay. Yeah, that's the other thing I could go for, is maybe if I did smuggler, would an herbalist camp make sense? I don't know. I have this choice where I could go. I'm leaning towards plantation here, just because that will mean, because I'm going to be leaning heavily on the things that I could pickle. So I can get fish, which I could porridge. So yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense just to go. And I can get roots. Main thing would be if I get a porridge building. I don't know that I will though. Like, it feels like this would be slowing me down or limiting me on the hopes that I get a porridge building. So let's just go plant. Well, actually, let me think about that. This will give me a production increase. So, arguably then, does the herb garden 25%? 25% of 6 would be, I assume, 2 more. And 25% of roots, it's already 3. I assume they would round, you know, I would assume it would round upward. Because if you had 3 times 0.25. Yeah, so it's 3.75 rounded up to 4. I mean, that's not a huge enough difference, I think. I think I'd just go berries here. Alright, so we'll get that going for the next drizzle. Just go, yeah. So we can go right there. It's gonna take planks also. Alright, yeah, so. Alright. Was there anything else? Yeah, so I've built everything that I can. Okay. And then I should build another big shelter, I guess. and I could build a park and garden also. Okay. All right. Yep, let's keep going. I think let's pipe this, because I am going to be constrained by my going to be constrained by my plank production at the moment. I have so much planks, and need my wood to be efficient too, since I don't have enough people to do another woodcutter camp at the moment. Okay, so my harpies are in trouble because my foxes are finally getting favored. I could give them coats, or I could give them jerky, or I could try. Well, they're going to lose one more point from coats. They're going to be negative. I could throw one of you in there, so that will do it there. So I can pull you guys out after you do this. Alright, there we go. So I don't really need that much clearance water right now. You guys are trying to keep up with the... So Harpy Resolve went down again. Guess I can do that if I need to. Alternatively, I could throw a lizard in, I guess. Let's do that, though. Alright, so I need bricks. You guys are continuing to... Man, I'm consuming the pottery faster than... Alright, let's set a limit at 50 there. I guess pottery is kind of slow. Let's prioritize bricks. Oops, let's prioritize bricks. Alright, so we have our farm, or well, plantation up. You guys are finishing up there. Oh, trade routes. Let's take a peek at these. Could do, I guess let's do this one. Oh, there's that other trade route before that I didn't take, the Seamara. That would have caused me some problems over here. How much amber do I have right now? 6. Okay, yeah, so I'm avoiding it. As soon as, I mean, when that's done, it won't matter. So I'm fine. All right. Brass order. First on. Yeah, alright, I think I'm good. Alright, so we've successfully caught up on food. The question becomes, where do I go from there? I still don't have food that my harpies can use. But I don't have a lot of options here. I think fish would maybe be the best case scenario here. Because I could turn fish into paste. I could go ahead and grab this. That would involve, though, us trying to make packs, probably. Packs of crops, which I need to make anyway. I think maybe for this I flip off of roots for the moment. I can do berries for a little while here. Yeah. So you guys have caught up plank-wise. Nope, I can't. I need you guys in there, don't I? Yep, alright. Well. Now the question is, do I dare cut another glade right now, or do I need a second to stabilize this? And I guess we're pretty stable. I do need... What do we have out? 2 lizards. I guess fuel is actually fine right now. So maybe I don't need to do this coal mine here. Maybe I take the one down here that gives me copper and salt also. It's not very much. I think we chop that and see where we get though. I think I'd rather have well, I don't know what I'd like. I think I'd like more salt, I guess. Because I could lean on the salt for paste. Right? Yeah, salt instead of dye. It's just this. Okay. I'm gonna get bugs here. 22 seconds. Okay, so you guys, I'm pulling dye there and more. Oh, shh. Okay, well, it's fine. Because, alright, we're just gonna throw... It's fine, you guys go in there and take care of it. Although, maybe I can flop my harpies. Alright, timed orders are ready. Alright, so we're gonna get a bunch of coal, we're gonna get this. All good things. Alright, who got favored? My lizards got favored. My foxes are fine, my lizards are fine, my harpies are in trouble. So we're gonna do... do I need to... This would be 12. Coats will give me 8. Jerky would give me... Which 8 gets me to 13. Or no, 11. So I probably need the jerky. Oh, I was supposed to disable skewers here, wasn't I? Alright, let's disable skewers there. They shouldn't have had the meat to do it anyway. Okay, so we move slower without clothing at level 2. My main issue is that wood continues to be a struggle for me. But not so much because I have other sources of fuel, so as long as I have enough wood to make planks, I think I'm fine. I think let's drop... Well, you guys... Okay, so let's drop all but 1. You guys, you pull that, and then you can keep cutting, I guess. Alright, and then you guys are making me pickled goods, which is also making me skewers, which is great. Alright, so we're all good there. Oh, we got another, did I? Okay. I don't think leatherworker makes sense here. Tinkerer could. Both tools and training gear give me options. I would need to get bars, but otherwise, technically I have crystallized too also. So let's grab the Tinkerer, I guess, out of these choices. Trade routes. Could actually do some skewers here. Last time my pickle goods and skewers got really wonky out of sync. But I have a good buffer here, so let's do that. Alright. So here's the real question. I think I want to go ahead and make this choice. So do I take the resolve increase? I mean, it is for everyone universally, which is pretty crazy, really. Smuggler visit, though, would let me solve some problems. What problem would I solve here? I have boots. Now. I have training gear now. The only thing I could think of would be to do jerky. And or a better paste recipe, I guess. Or I could do another service good, like say, I mean, treatment would make the most sense since it's hitting 2 of my people. My big question is that with generous rations online, will my food keep up? I mean, I can go ahead and do a Drizzle geyser here, which I probably should anyway. I will have the plantation that is extra buffed. Well, once I do that, so between pickle goods and skewers, I should be fine. I mean, I'm getting free food. Theoretically, I could disable the pickle goods. No, well, yeah, I don't know how I would do that. I could disable the skewers and just eat the pickle goods, then enable the skewers and disable the pickle goods for a while, or something like that. Both of these are so good, but I think relatively speaking, because I think jerky loses a lot of value for me because now the other thing I could get would be a good, like, because right now I'm doing everything out of the field kitchen. So we get a stronger, say, pickle good building. I don't know if there's anything that does pickle goods and I think there's one that does pickle goods and porridge. Beanery does pickle goods and porridge, I believe. Distillery. Shows a way on this screen to be able to jump to the actual building to see what else it makes. Because don't think, I mean, I think, I'm pretty sure Beanery makes porridge. Granary, I don't think does anything other food. Distillery, I think that gives me incense and ale. Distillery, granary, beanery. Yeah. Ale, incense, pickle goods. Granary. Packs of crops would be okay. Good fabric would be alright. Yeah, I don't know. I guess in this scenario, given that, you know, we're getting the favoring, the extra 5 resolves just directly counters that, so it's just a matter of if my food can keep up. So I guess let's do that one and everyone gets a little bit happier. Honestly, the fact that it will let me push, I mean, this is during the storm, so I will be able to push resolve pretty strong out of the storm here. The other thing I could do, but I don't really have the wood for it, is I could get my Forsaken Altar online, but I need the wood. So I guess technically at this point I could have my woodcutters back in. I don't have enough people. I mean, you guys should be coming out. I'm gonna have y'all soon. Okay. Alright. You guys are out. Alright, so now we can, let's... And we also have the newcomer arrival, so that's helpful. 4 on both. A little smidge of stone here, although that would let me open a cache if I wanted to. So far only 1 cache is up, and so resources there. But that smidge of meat doesn't do a whole lot for me at this point. And I guess fabric would be the only thing, because right now I don't have, I literally can't do more fabric. Alright, so what I should do here, I should get my cobbler online. So I'm going to get almost no 3x3s in other games. They're all 3x3s. You guys are... Alright, you're about to exhaust my clay, and that is all of my clay at the moment, so that's actually a little bit concerning. But I have a decent amount, so we're actually fine. Yeah, I guess let's snag... I also have the tinker, but I don't think I need to build it just yet. Oh, you know what I should have in, you guys? Well, with the Tinker, though, I would be able to make quite a few training gear, even with this little bit of stone. Yeah, so that would make 50 training gear for me. I could do a lot of work with that. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so this one's almost done. Yeah, okay. We actually should get this. So that's good. So we'll have this one soon. This one, probably we just run out from the storm here. So, everyone's just moving a little slower now. Oh, that's right. Now that I accepted these people, get 2 of you in here. Get 1 of y'all in there. And get some of you in here. Maybe not that many. I guess not that many. Okay. How are we part-wise? Because getting a fishing hut would be good. Getting a harvester camp would be good. Alright, so you guys are good. I think I'm good on fuel. I'll set you guys to do 16. Yeah. So I got that one. That'll give me more veg and parts. Alright, I'll unset you. Well, it's almost gonna finish anyway. Oh, oh no, yeah, we're good. Alright, alright, so we'll have you guys actually. Let's have you guys chop this. Alright, so cobbler. Where are my harpies? I only have 5 of them. Brickyard. Alright, we're gonna pop you guys out of the brickyard. Pop you in here. We're going to disable dye and packs for now, and we're gonna have you guys make me super cool efficient boots. So let's do 60. Yeah, 60. Ooh, now this is interesting. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, this is... Oh, that's amazing. All right. So I guess the only catch with the ranch is I don't have much that I could throw at it here. But being able to make leather would be good. I guess I could convert my insects into eggs if I really needed to. Sure, because on this one I would need resources to keep this one going. But this lets me feed into this one for jerky, which also gives me tea and a better dye recipe anyway. And then this gives me paste. So I can use said meat, or in this case I would probably do, well, I could get fish, or I could use eggs. Honestly, eggs I think is... I could actually do berries into eggs. So that's actually pretty interesting. So the meat would only be needed for the jerky. Okay. Well, this is a... I had a... At this point I need a big pot... or harvester's camp and a big boarder's camp. I do have eggs over here. I could get a trapper camp going. And I could get this for making the meat. Decisions here. Okay. Well, I should rebuild all of these because these are all great for me. All right, so we also have the destroyed caravan, which is a little bit problematic for us. We almost have enough amber to do that one. We'd have to make packs. Alright, so we probably need to re-enable... I do have vegetables. Let's disable vegetables there, then flip back over to roots. We do have a cache also. It gives me free jerky, ooh, and some pipes. Kind of like that. Okay. So we can get the Tinker online also. We can make... training gear. And that's what I need over here. Planks. Go away. Planks and a smidge of bricks, and then bricks and a smidge of fabric. Okay. And actually we can kill this and get even more stone, so that's good. I'm inclined to get the farm going up here too, but maybe next year. Because then I can, or I could get two, but two might be overkill. Because I'll probably want to put a storage warehouse over here. Then probably just go ahead and do my hearth over here. Like there or something. Could do that without having to wait for the rest of it. So I kind of like that. Do I want to do that right now? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, okay. Let's get... Need to make sure I don't make the mistake I made before either. We are rebuilding, not salvaging. Okay. So my next question is, do I think I need to get a harvester's camp first, because I need a little bit of cloth, although I could buy some from a trader probably. Let's see, I'll make this first, but then alright. So we're coming in here. This one's almost done. Alright, very RNG. I didn't take a look. Oh yeah, I did take a look. I think we just do this one by default. This gave us a lot of decent resources here. And I think I'd rather use my amber, and I'm not even sure I can make that many packs, to be honest. I guess I go with the insects. Or a little bit of herbs. I could eventually make eggs, but at the moment, but I'm gonna need to pay this. What do I have trader-wise? None coming in, so I'm sitting on what I'm sitting on, I guess. I guess I could kill some coal here. I can always get more. I probably should get a mine too. I'm park constrained at the moment, which sucks. Although I'll get more there. I'm okay with that. This one's 2 RNG. This one would happen eventually. I can try to make it happen faster. This one will also happen naturally. I kind of like this one just because, I mean, I can use the more pipes, I can use more villagers, and it gives me free amber. So let's go with that one. These are always tough because neither of these are something I can control very well. No empathy option there. So, ooh, I did get an herbalist camp. I actually like that too. What does an herbalist camp give me? It gives me these mushrooms. Do I need them though? That's an interesting question. I guess I wouldn't mind them, but I should have. I mean, I can use them in pickle goods, but I'm gonna have the berries for my pickle goods also. I don't think mushrooms are used in the farm anywhere. Or the ranch rather. This is one place where the mushrooms are a very versatile food, but not for the ranch. I mean, the weaver, not very fabric dependent either. I already have better boots, I already have better training gear. I guess I just take the herbalist by default. Mushrooms might be what I could do flour with for pie or something. I can use them in tea, I think. Yeah, I can use mushrooms in tea, although I have quite a bit of resin also. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll just take it. I mean, I don't think the weaver is enough value for me here. This would at least let me get mushrooms. If I so choose. Alright, I think let's clear that up for me. I think maybe I just go ahead and get a mine over here if I can. Oh, I need to put people in here. I guess. Let's do this. Although also, alright, let me pop you out. You're almost done too. Alright, so that's done. You're done. Alright, perfect. Alright. Sucks, but I'm gonna have to do this one, I think. I'll still be pushing through my foxes, which is nice. Oh, why am I dropping so heavily here? Oh, damn. That's the, Alright, so let's crank you up. There we go. Alright. That's that double food consumption kicking in, I think. Rough. Okay. Alright, so you guys are gonna be just giving me a normal amount. Actually, I need to disable plant fiber, don't I? Actually, I guess that is one way I could get it without doing... Anyway. What trader's coming? You're gonna have food. You're almost here anyway. Alright, you do have fabric for me. Alright, I think I'd be willing to buy some off you just to have. Alright, so I just have the Drizzle geysers so far. Okay. So, alright, you guys are making me... Alright, so you got me... Let's take you up to 18 real quick. Alright, so you guys stabilize for me. It's great. What was I gonna do here? Makeshift post, that's right. Alright, yeah, so let's get more packs there, and then I need to get up to 20 of these. Yeah, that's the problem, is my... let's throw a small warehouse down here real quick. And let's get this taken care of. We'll throw another plantation up here. Let's get a little bit of fiber going over here. Alright, so we do have a ton of roots in there. So, problem is I just don't have... Okay, let's pop you guys out of here for now. We probably should get the hearth online. Let's do that. We'll need one more brick, so let's throw one of you in here. Or not there. Where did I throw you in, Tinker? I meant to throw you up here. Brickyard. Oh, and I am almost out of pottery too, so actually let's throw two of you up here. Let's catch up on our brick and our pottery. so we do have that one done. Oh, I never picked this one, did I? Oh, well, because it's kind of a crappy choice all around. I guess I could hope I get one that I can do this one on, because this one seems pretty unlikely. Alright, so let's grab this one. +1 to fabric is nice. I'll get packs of provisions too. Alright. Okay. Probably gonna need more planks. Alright, so we got our blight rot. We are covered for the moment and probably should be fine. We do want to get some clearance water back going, so let's grab that. How's wood looking? Alright, so we got a decent, I won't call that decent, but alright, so now foxes are favored. Everyone else is fine. So this is doing good. Okay. Alright, so hopefully you guys can get me some good berries here. Ideally, I would have had my packs of crops taken care of, but that's a wee bit rough. Okay, so we should have. So I'm gonna disable roots for now. We have enough wiggle room where you're gonna deliver those berries, and then we're gonna be good for berries for a second. Alright, so we're fine there. Alright, so we got another point here. Market or carpenter? Well, I don't need the carpenter now. I mean, packs of luxury maybe, but leisure and treatment. I mean, leisure doesn't do anything for me, but treatment does a lot for me because I can make tea, and I have 2 species that will work towards. So probably should be saving. I mean, it's a little too late now, but yeah. I guess let's save it for now. In an ideal world, I do have more housing I need to do. I guess in an ideal world, I would get some harpy houses up. Alright, so we're good there. You guys have grabbed more roots, hopefully. Alright, so you guys are just about done. It's gonna give me an influx of resources here too, which is great. Alright, so we're getting berries in. Alright, yeah, so let's grab market. Got yet another one. Inquiry doesn't do a whole lot for me, nor does workshop. Don't Don't have a lot of choices here, to be honest. Maybe I take the copper ore. I don't yet know if there's anything. I don't have a bar recipe yet. Let's do that. Maybe I do go ahead. Maybe this herbalist camp starts to make a lot of sense here. Because I mean, even with these berries coming in, I'm gonna be really tight here. I think that double food consumption is actually hitting me pretty hard. Yeah, look at my foxes go, actually. So probably we re-roll this. We'll need a little smidge of amber to pull that off. Here, that'll give us some breathing room. Alright, so we're getting this online. You guys are keeping me in the bricks and the pottery. So I could do training gear. Still haven't gotten any leather, which is unfortunate. I mean, I do have the ranch. Really what I need to decide here is how can I leverage these buildings now? I have dye. So if I had eggs, which I can make eggs, I could start making paste. That's pretty much all this building is good for me, but that's fine. So I can make eggs down here. Go ahead and use these insects. So I can throw some lizards over there. I can make and keep up my dye over here. Or I could use those insects to make jerky. The paste is more valuable than jerky to me right now, because it gives me more resolve. But I can make meat to make jerky. Which would require me to either get vegetables, which I don't have any vegetables other than these big ones, or I need to get algae, which that means I would need to get a fishing pond online. So currently, this would take my thing, so I could kill my stone cutter. I could go with a fishing pond here. That would allow me to make both that would allow me to make both cloth, fabric, and meat. So I think that's fine. So we'll need to throw a lizard over there when we get a chance. Alright. Need to kill all our woodcutter camps, which is fine. And I guess if I put y'all in there, you'll get the comfort specialization there. We can pull y'all out there. We have some flexibility now. Okay, so that's cool. You guys will be good there. I probably want to do another warehouse up here, which actually I have the parts to do now, so that's fine. Let me do this. Let's delete this road. No, 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 no. So give me extra stone. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. Are you guys facing? You're facing that way, you're facing that way, okay. That's fine. We'll have you guys out that way. We'll throw one person in here to farm. You guys are pulling stuff back for me, so that actually helps a lot. Yeah, this should be good. Ours should be coming up. We're gonna get lizards again down here. So I'll pull y'all out. 2 foxes in there, I guess. Get 2 here too. Right, so you're done actually right there. Right, so we're good there. So I'll pop you out. Alright, so we'll be able to do this one now. And then we're just waiting for that one. Some pipes would be really fantastic. Ironically, I get pipes from that one. So what I should probably do is pop a couple of you guys in here and make me 20 training gear. Which means I need to pop a harpy in here and make me some planks. The wood situation stabled out quite nicely. Let's get you guys to make me some eggs and meat real quick. Alright. Oh, we get more people. Here's the struggle. Oh, and here's the other thing we should do real quick. Now that we have plenty of wood. Let's get that online. So I can't accept this group without going up to level 3. At this point, even at level 2, my Harpies are going to be a little tough, but probably we'll go ahead and burn our last coats and our last jerky. Alright, you guys are all ready to go. Who got favored this time? My lizards, okay. Alright, so we're good. I knew that, but you guys will be getting some extra bonus there. Let me pop you out. Oh, and you were almost done here. Oh, trade routes, Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that's good. I am pushing my parts, so you guys are using 5 parts there and 5 parts there, so yeah. And then I'm using 2 parts there, so I can't really. Alright, so you're done there. Pull you out. Pull you out, pull you out. We're gonna move you down here, but for the moment we're and pull one of you out of there. Alright, so you guys are getting me the eggs and the meat I want. Oh wait, what am I using for? Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Let's use the veg. Yeah, because I need to make more fabric soon, I think. Okay, so actually, alright, so now we're down. Oh, because I built this. Okay, I can throw a lizard in there. Okay, cool. So I can grab more people now. Some extra parts and eggs. Or planks. I don't think I'm plank constrained at the moment. No. Let me prioritize this. You guys will have it here in a second. Okay. Alright, I guess extra parts would be nice, because I think I am... Oh, okay, I do have this one. Can I take it? I guess I can. Let me take it after I hit this point, I guess, if I want to. I guess the extra parts would be nice. So let's do that. And the extra eggs will get me a jump start there too. And I do think foxes will be the easiest one for me to keep going. Alright, and then we'll want to, I guess this is where the planks would have been good. Let's get a big shelter over here. Get one over here making me fabric. Looked at these, didn't I? Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Alright, now we get our choices here. Old fedora hat. Religion, I mean, I could theoretically do my foxes for religion, so this would be kind of interesting. Hidden from the queen. Situationally, it's nice, but I tend to not have people leaving or dying. So I think Old Fedora hat can be fun. I'm going to have a decent shot at doubling my caches here. Faster traders, tools. And I guess I could theoretically set up to cut a glade real quick here. I don't know if I have enough time. I could do a small one here. But I can make tools. I guess the problem right now is I can make tools, but I can't do much with them. All right, sorry, I can make them, but I don't have the resources to make them. Right, so we're actually okay on berries. I could just take this one and get free tablets, which would then in turn mean potentially trade routes, or potentially just selling to a trader. Kind of like that one. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, and then if I'm lucky... Oh, my lizards ran out. It would have been nice if I had managed to hit this one so that I could tick over and then get my third one. But I will not. Alright, so you guys are done. Let's pop you guys out there and pop you out there. Alright, let's see. Maybe we won't need that herbalist after all. So the question is... I can make more. So you guys are making me more fuel, that's fine. So fuel is a problem for me. It's becoming more of a problem for me. The marrow took me a long way, but I should probably get a mine online. And I'm thinking I can make dye just fine from my copious amounts of berries, which means I will be able to continue to do paste without any issues over here, without needing salt. So maybe I just go ahead and I should have focused on mining more, but what do I need for this? Okay, so I'll need more bricks. Okay, we're working on that. I should have been focusing on mining more, but there's just been so many opportunities here. Okay. I want to have at least a good chunk of fuel because I don't want to have another situation where I accidentally forget. I should have guess it doesn't really matter here. Oh, and I should be... Alright, so there's the extra pipes there. Let's have two of you come over here and do that. And I guess that gives me fuel. So let me have two of you come over here and do that. Well, a little too late maybe, but we'll see. Alright. So you guys have produced for me a bunch of, and so you guys are pulling what you need. Alright, Blight Rot Pruner. It's another Resolve booster one. Specifically after opening a Glade, though. Or I could take free eggs. Free eggs would let me keep pace going pretty easily. Because I am going to be limited over here by my... Well, actually, I'll have lots of berries. Okay. My wood cutting will be slower, it says. I do need to... I'm gonna swap you out. Oh, interesting. No, whatever. I guess we go ahead and chop through here. Oop. I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of people pushing resolve here in a second. Let's go ahead and grab this one now. Guess I could do this one. Could also do that one. But I mean, I guess I should be able to find 2 more caches because I'm opening the other 2 there. So yeah, let's do that one. All right, this one's working towards it. We're gonna open these caches here. All right, you made me plenty of fabric for now. Let's use that fabric to make me a harpy house over here, and then park. Alright, so I got a mine over here. Question is, do I take that one and get the extra resolve boost? Or do I take the free eggs? I think that resolve boost would actually be really strong here. What else would be really strong? I have all my buildings built except for the market. What would it take to get a market online? Okay, a little more fabric and a little bit more planks, so that's actually fine. Plop you right there. Let's do that because getting market online would really let me scale up my resolve here with harpies and boxes. So let's take this right before we open that glade. Not great. I mean, I could make some packs of crops. I probably want to because I probably want to get this also. Throw you in there, have you make me 6 packs of crops. That would give me another 15 amber. I should get some people down here working on this. I need Alright, let's pull y'all. So I need Alright, so I need 3 of you in there to cut that. I need a couple more people in here to get me my berries. I think I can drop down to 1 person in there. Y'all are gonna get me these abandoned caches real quick. This cannery going for paste. Okay. Oh, yeah, and I need more roots. But I'm gonna need more drizzle. Okay. Probably try, I don't think well, if I got more berries, I could pull them soon. Okay. Alright, and I can pull you. Alright, that's fine. Yes, I'm getting 45. Not enough to get me anywhere real super quick. Alright, so let's take this one. That's good. Okay. Alright, yes, we're gonna take that one. And you can make me a few more here, and then we'll try to get this one going. Alright. Oh god. Okay. Well, there's more clay over here, which is good. I could actually do this one now. And I probably would lean that direction at this point. I need to make... shoot. How much do you have in here? I got rid of it all, okay. Makes sense. How much of it is getting pulled over here? A lot. Okay. Alright, let's delete this. Let's have you guys pop in here. Make me up to 30 training gear now. Oh, did I swap this one? I did not. Oh, a little bit of extra fiber isn't the worst thing in the world. And yeah, they're giving me 8 each, so that's fine. The problem is going into the storm with that. This is why I tend to like to open them at the end of the clearance versus the beginning of Drizzle. Okay, so I have so many... Okay, so if I do this one... Did you guys pull back? What did you pull back for me? Just 8 pipes? Shoot, okay, you didn't double. You did double. Okay, the wrong one doubled. Okay, yeah, I guess. That gives me another point and more amber versus just these resources, so I guess that's desirable. I do have another cache over here. So we are pushing pretty decent resolve here. Let's go ahead and enable jerky just for... Okay. Who benefits the most from me piping you? I think logically, if I did another Drizzle building, because now that's just literally paste. Honestly, Apothecary needs to be piped because I'm going to be doing tea here too. Plus potentially double jerky. Hobbler probably would benefit because I am out of resources for it. Can make more here though. I just don't have it right now. I would need to get that fishing hut online. It's a little bit tough. I guess I could always get, well, I mean, I guess I could always get plant fiber from here too, but it's a little late for that, for this, so it is what it is. Alright, so I should probably now go ahead and have you guys pull those. And then pop y'all out. Pull you over here. Have you guys crack this glade. Okay. So that's 16 right there. So I could move you over here also. You have 14. Or 6, yeah, 6, 12. That, yeah, you're still at 15. How are you at 15? 6, 12. Oh, 15. Okay, yeah. Alright, and then you're at 14, so that's actually perfect. So then I need to put another park and another garden over here. And then we're golden. Okay. I have so many recipes, or not recipes, blueprints. We're gonna re-roll this. An instance. But I kind of like granary for the improved pickled goods fabric and packs of crops, so it's just all around good for me. Currently, instance. I mean, it would be for my foxes, which is my highest quantity species, but I don't have an instance building, a religion building. Let's tack the granary. Ooh. Okay, this is rough. I really don't want the weaver. But the small farm is kind of too little too late here. I do have more soil here, but like, what? I would be able to do meat off of the grain, right? I mean, I guess I take it. So I could either get pie. Which is not terrible. But what I do need is packs of trade goods for this one. Which this would give me. What can I do for packs of trade goods at this point? I could do the oil, the flour, the pigment. Okay, so I have lots of things I could do. It's a lot of packs to make, but better pipes is not terrible. I've gotten no bars this run, which is rough. I I do have access to flowers, so making pies is certainly viable, but once again, it only affects one species. My lizards. So probably just go with this one for now. Okay. Alright, so you guys are going to do that for me. Where are my Harpies? I only have 5 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3. Alright, so one of them is in this plantation. Let me swap in a fox. I can throw a harpy in here to go ahead and make me jerky. Keep me at 30. Okay, so between paste and jerky, I guess let's go ahead and pipe this one too. Well, no, I only need 5. I only have 5 harpies. The pace isn't going to go very fast at all. Let's keep that at 30 as well. Probably only need... Trader arrived. I don't have the... Well, I do have these tablets. Probably go for the pipes here, actually. This gives me a lot of value. And that would only be 4 of those. Go ahead and grab some planks too, I guess. It's planks up to the amount that I can get there, okay. And then... Actually, let's just take all the planks. Take 37 coats there. My harpies are actually in great shape. Guess could I do tea instead? I can make the tea though. Can't make the coats right now. Do I have? I don't have anything that. Yeah, it was the cobbler I got. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. All the planks, all the pipes. Do all that, and then let's get coats. Wait. As many coats as I can. Yep, let's do that. Alright, so now I need to remake my market. Which I have now enough planks, but it's the fabric I'm shy on. So this is getting closer. Okay. Let's bump this up to 60. Bump that up to 80. Alright, Alright, so you guys, I can pop one of you out of there, I can pop one of you out of there. Alright, so now we got this one, so now we should have extra procs of that thing. Yeah, here we go. So everyone's extra happy. There we go. We got some tools and we have some crystallized dew here. Yet more soil, and we do have vegetable down here, which is actually so you guys need to deliver that. This is actually not great though, because you guys took so long to do that if I do this, I'm gonna get some hostility spikes here. And I don't have great hostility control because I can only go down to level 3 as it is. Although I have great resolve at this point. So we probably would be fine. I need a lot more. I need people to handle them, but yeah, let's just do it. Got 15 amper coming there. And you're getting me packs of crops there. Okay. Oh. You guys are still pulling, right? I don't think I have enough. Because I only had... Don't know that I can do a level, or a, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull off a win here in the season, or year 4. I got 2 of these to pay. Why did I get all those pipes? Hold up. Oh, I bought them. That's right. That's right. I bought them. Okay. So what I should be doing here is piping up a few of my buildings. Let's get the cobbler piped, although I think we got a leather anyway. No, we got a little bit in there. What else do I need to make? The granary. Let's get the granary online. I need planks and fabric for that one. So I need someone in here making me fabric. And then I also have the tinkerer, which I want to get online. Pop you out. I should probably do 4 minutes. Nope. Oh, that would have been good. It saved him, but it's anyway. Let me pop you out. I'm going to need people to do these anyway, so I need to have some people on spare. All are still pulling here anyway. Am I short on fabric? Oof, okay. Do I want... Well, I need it to... I needed to make this one anyway. Let me prioritize this one first. Okay. Boxes are just gonna be a little shy now, aren't they? They've managed to work their way. Bakery, okay, that gets me pie. Lumber mill gets me scrolls. Alright, yes, so we have that online, so let's have you go work that. I need you guys to get me back up to 20. Alright, stop you. Alright, so now have y'all come over here. We'll pipe you. We need to get someone to get us water now. We'll pull you out. Alright, so I can do much better. Okay, so you guys are getting me berries, aren't you? Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna pull the berries, pull everything out of here actually. And disable pickle goods here. We're going to do fabric over here, keep us at 15, and then we're gonna grab the berries and do actually fit. Well, that's fine. So keep that at 4, keep us at 15 fabric, and then keep us at 60 pickle goods. I need one of you to come over here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I should have people getting me rainwater. Literally haven't touched the mine at all. Oh god. Gain tablets, trade, double yield. This would give me a ton of fuel here, but if I'm doing mines, I'm gonna have a ton of fuel anyway. I mean, I guess that would be kind of cool. Seems reasonable. Oh, farms have an 8 chance. Okay, that's kind of. I mean, that would give me a lot of tablets, or this would give me a lot of fuel. Anyway, none of these are super. I guess none of these are super, like, game breaking anyway. So I guess if I don't end up doing that, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I didn't want to reroll that anyway. Okay. So I need another person on this one. Things are going to get a little bit interesting here. Alright, so we now have... What did I... No. Didn't make it. I didn't need to make a tinker. What did I need to make? Smithy. Alright, so you guys have finally caught up. I'll pop one of you out of there and have you come over here. Alright, so Smithy will give me better pipes, and I can do packs of trade goods. Who can make... You can make me die, right? Yeah, just... I mean, at this point we just use the copper ore that is otherwise completely useless for us. Keep us at 30 die. Yeah, I need... Oh yeah, I do have someone in here now. So this is finally good. Alright. There's one. Investigate it. Alright, so I have that one. Didn't get another cache. I could open up a Glade and try to rush one more cache. Because what it boils down to is I get 3 more here. I'm getting 1 more here. So theoretically, if I very quickly did all this, I actually could pull off a year 4 win. So maybe I make tools. I don't have the... I can't make tools. And if I did pulled these... Oh, I am getting 5 tools there. Okay, yeah. Alright. Shoot. I pull you out. I'll pull you out. The graveyard of stuff that I don't need, and this one I never even used once. Alright. Let me think about this. If I can go ahead and push just... Well, honestly, if I can push a full point, then I win no matter what, which... 1 minute left, I'm only doing 0.39 per minute, so that's not going to happen. But if I do 0.39... and then I send this cache on top of completing these. So this one's for sure. This one I would need to work towards, but I could do that between my oil and everything I have going on here. So here's what it boils down to. I would need to cut to find another cache, first of all. And I would need to send one of them. And then I would need to very quickly make as many tools as I could. I didn't do the math on that though. Well, yeah, actually, so 15, I'm getting 5 from it. 15 would be 10 more minimum, assuming no double procs. Okay. 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 So get this one. So then I would need to, sorry, this one's being built now. I would need to staff it. That's the problem though, is this would need to do both. Okay. And I am shot for, I'm actually so low now. Okay, I need one of y'all. Got rid of all my foxes. Alright, so I have plenty of berries. I don't think I need, I'm gonna put one of you over here and do this one for me. Okay. What? Okay, so faster breaks. This is rough. It's going to generate a huge amount of blight rot for me. But I think so I have 8 more on top of my 7, 15, I'm still good. But I will need to make sure I put people in there. Anyway, yeah, let's pull you out. We're gonna plop y'all in here. Okay, so this one's built. We're gonna pipe it. We're gonna staff it. So first and foremost, we need okay, I need you guys to pull first. That's right. You got 26 seconds, so we're good. We're good. All right, and then for this, okay, so let's disable that for now, because I want to do the tools first. How quickly do they make these? 16. Okay, so that's actually really fast. Okay. I'm gonna put one of you out here. Plop you in here. I'm gonna pull you out there. And we're hinging also on us finding another cache, so we kind of need to make sure we cut and find those. Is there anything else? Yeah, I'll be able to pull from the plantations once the storm starts. Got the fisherman totem still going. I still need to do this. One of these caches. I need to. Yeah. Okay. Will you? You'll be happy in there. You'll be happy in there. Oop, no. Okay. So you guys will be pulling that any second. Don't know if I'll be able to pull this off, but we shall see. Nada. Okay. Hostility is going to be terrible here, but I have. If my harpies get, I'm still fine. So maybe I'm better off. Maybe I'd be better off cutting a dangerous glade. Do I have any? Because most likely a dangerous glade will have one. So let's do that. Let's cut through there. This is gonna be tight. Oh, and we do have this. So what does this give me? I could upgrade that. That's actually pretty good. Let's do that. That'll take the food consumption off the table. There we go. Alright, so we're fine there. I think we're fine there. Okay, so Blight Rot should be fine. Okay, so you guys... Oh, you doubled it, which is great. So let's pull a couple... We'll pull a couple of those first, and then we'll invert it. So that we can get the tools, and then now I only need to make I should have been should have just set it up like that. That might have cost me. Wow, you guys were quick. What if I made another smithy? I pop you out. Okay, it's a large one though, which is rough. Well, that's not that bad, actually. So I just opened that one. You guys do that ASAP. I can pop you out. Y'all make me tools real quick. I don't think it matters though. Because to send it... Ah, yeah. There's no... I was close to. There's no... I mean... Two minutes? I guess have you guys really ready and waiting? So I need you guys to deliver them right away. With any luck... Oh yes, so maybe. Oh, it only did... Shoot. Nope. Alright. No hope. Problem is if I burn all my wood... Could I get... I mean... Alright, so forget the tools now. Prioritize the packs. How many of these do I have? 8 of... Alright, so I have that one. So I'll get... Alright, so I already got the one from that one. Alright, and if I would get this one, I would have 2. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I would need to get this one. Which I could... If I flipped it to... If I flipped it to the open, and I got just... Because it doesn't matter at this point. There's no hope. I don't have any marrow left, do I? No. Okay. Alright, so if I do this instead, I can do that one real quick. So let's do that. Y'all can do that one fast enough. Y'all already did that one. So if I burn my wood, I don't know that my Harpies get me enough. 9. I don't think they do. 9, 18, 27. No. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Could do that one, but that's, yeah, it obviously won't finish in time. Wow, it's unfortunate. Just a little bit faster. Okay, so I have 3 here. My wood is about to run out. I'm literally 0.12 away, but it's not enough. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. That's close. If I had done just a slight tweak of like pulling those bars sooner. I don't know. Could have been a year 4 with a few small tweaks there. Skewers and pickle goods. I mean, honestly, I was hitting pretty evenly across the board there. Alright, well. Either way, we win. 0.12. But on the plus side, we now have guaranteed pottery and boots for the rest of this cycle, which is pretty nice. It's pretty good. Okay. So I'm thinking I skipped this one. If I did that one... I did one here. Be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to reach, not without taking an extension. So I'd be just doing this one to extend to get over to this one, which is like, what's the point? More likely it'd be better if I did this one to hit that one to then be able to go over to this one, depending on what this is. So this one would be a bamboo flats with sparkdew crystals, which is honestly almost a buff as opposed to a nerf. And no rainwater geysers, so that makes it a little bit harder, but you know, you can get by on rain collectors just fine. Maybe you take an advanced rain collector that happens to pop up. So I don't know, that one, and this one would be going in on bamboo flats, so should have a good time there. So yeah, so I think we hit that, maybe hit that one or whatever this is, and then try to hit whatever. This is another double modifier, we'll be able to hit that too. So on this one too, we have the option, we could take one reserve point and then one range extend, with the goal of trying to see if any of these out here are freebie events. So things that we could grab and just take some benefit from. We realistically couldn't settle in that direction. Although I guess if it's like if this one was two really good modifiers with the range extend, I guess I could settle there. And I could take another range extend to get me down like here. 1, 2. So normally from here I would be able to settle to here. With a range extend, yeah, it could get me over to here. And then I would be able to do here or here, I guess, from there. So, although ideally probably I'd want to try to get between these two. But we'll see. I mean, depends on what they are. If this is an event, for example, maybe I want to go between these two. So, so maybe we'll do that. I mean, best case scenario, we get a freebie event. Worst case scenario, we maybe try to do some shenanigans with whatever these are. I mean, we're 2 settlements in and we haven't gotten any reserve points then, so the other options we could just take the 8 reserve points and then move on. So anyway, we'll see. That's for next time. GG's.